Yeah, Keith
Thompson, sorry.
There's negative contact, Judge.
All right.
And Your Honor, I have called every number I have
All
also.
right, we'll go on the record. Court is calling 2025 CR 013362 and 2025 CR 13364, State versus Keith Mosley Thompson. This is Criminal Trial Division. Can I have parties announced for the record?
And Eric DeWolf, I was appointed to represent Keith Thompson.
All right, it is 10:23 a.m. This docket was called at 9 a.m. The defendant has not made an appearance. Deputy Laura, did you make an announcement?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. Negative contact.
All right, defense.
Your Honor, I've conferred with prosecution about ascertaining the remainder of the discovery. Every number that I have for the defendant has failed to go through. My legal assistant has notified me that we have two different numbers and both with negative results.
All right, and is he on a commercial bond?
I believe so.
Was a contact made with the bondsman or no?
No.
Okay. All right, state.
We'd be asking for bench warrants in both causes.
All right, the court will issue a bond forfeiture in each cause number. Remain your client without bond. If your client makes an appearance, the court will reconsider.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
The excuse at this time.
Yes. Usually when you have cases involving restitution, the complainant usually wants the money, but they also sometimes want prison. But if you send them to prison, then there's a different route for payment. But what I can tell you is in some countries, in France, once somebody is convicted or once they have a criminal judgment, there's a companion, at least in Paris, let me say in Paris, there's a companion court that's right next door. So for example, this is the 187th, right next door will be a civil court, and you will be able to take your criminal judgment and go right next door and get a civil judgment against the defendant. But we don't have that. Well, she'll have to, for example, in this country, we don't have where you send somebody to prison for failure to pay. Now here's the exception to that. If she can pay and she just chooses not to, you can send somebody to prison for that. However,
at 10:23 a.m., the court called the cases of Keith Mosley Thompson. Despite repeated attempts, the defendant failed to appear. Defense counsel confirmed all contact numbers were unsuccessful and no contact with the bondsman was made. The court subsequently issued bench warrants for both cause numbers, emphasizing that any appearance without bond could lead to reconsideration.
if, for example, it's like, oh, either I pay my restitution or I don't have a place to stay, you can't say, well, you live on the street then. So they just have to present evidence of inability to pay, and then they won't be revoked. You're not allowed to do that legally.
I'm ready whenever you are, Judge.
All right, thank you. Yes,
Caroline Herrera, page 6, 3 down.
Caroline Herrera.
She stepped out. You just stepped out to the restroom.
Oh, everybody's stepping out.
I have another one, Judge.
Yes,
Dylan Smith, page 8, 4 down.
Dylan Smith,
Judge,
not here.
he's in custody in Hood County. He had been bench warranted down here a couple of weeks ago, and then it was set for today for a contested NTR, but apparently Hood County snatched him back.
All right, Norma, call Hood County and see if they have a Zoom.
The allegations that primarily are made against Mr. Smith are related to the Hood County charges. I would suggest we leave him there and see if we can get some resolution to those charges that he tells me he's fighting and thinks that are going to be disposed of.
Well, is it set today for a contested hearing?
It is, Judge, and there's also some technicals that we would.
All right, so Norma, call Hood County and let them know that we need him. I don't know why they took him back, but let them know that we need him and see if he can Zoom in. So just give us a moment. We're going to check on that. And is your client back, Herrera?
Yes, yes. Yes.
All right. So where are we on discovery?
Judge, we've reviewed the discovery. I'm here for Mr. Sanheinrich on this case. My understanding is he's received it. He has started going over it with the client. They still have some meetings to go over it. We did receive an offer today in court, which I will be letting Mr. Sanheinrich know about. And my understanding is it'll be open to the next setting.
All right, this is coming back on, are you with Michael Herrera? All right, this is coming back on December 11th. And that's your plea deadline date.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Just once you sign the reset form, you'll be excused. And thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Excited for your new coach, Judge?
Let's tell you on here they put
By this time, the courtroom focused on ongoing discovery and plea discussions. Counsel reviewed the materials with clients, receiving updates on offers and upcoming deadlines. Meanwhile, questions arose regarding case management and strategy. Even as unrelated topics like coaching decisions entered discussion, the court maintained attention on the proceedings, ensuring proper representation and adherence to legal protocols.
Tony Paul Reese.
Yes, because Tony handles it prior to indictment.
Uh,
And then once it gets indicted, it gets assigned to one of the other
Oh,
attorneys.
Now, I'm not going to say I'm unhappy, right? I don't know why people are paid $94 million to coach. But I do have some questions that I don't know if anyone asked these. Number one, how many championships has he won as a head coach? I think that would be 0. Number two, what is his bowl game stats? I think that's 4 or 4. And where I come from, that's 50%. So I would charge you $2 million and I could do just as great a job as they could, because you know what I would do? I would surround myself with knowledgeable people. I would get my offensive expert, my defenses expert, my special teams, and I would be on top of recruiting.
Oh, we'll see what happens.
Oh, well, I guess we hired him because Ole Miss won.
Mhm.
And then he does this long speech with Ole Miss. You know, I really enjoyed my time here. It was such a difficult decision. I'm like, okay.
Went down pretty nasty.
Mhm.
Judge
So-
Ms. Herrera, what are we gonna do it for? Is it a?
Please,
It's a
uh,
plea deadline.
Thank you.
So am I happy? It is what it is.
What is your first choice if you had a choice?
Myself,
Ah.
the way we're going. And you know what? They might as well have got Les Miles back.
At Orgeron.
And oh, please no. And you know what? Allegedly, see how I use that term allegedly. So allegedly,